Hi, I'm Lou Deck, the comic in red shoes. The show you're about to see is from 2005, and some of the jokes may be out of context for the time, but I ask you to notice the laughs they get, and I think they stand on their own.
Nominated for the prestigious Peabody Award, please welcome the comic in the red shoes, Lou Deck.
I want to appear happy, energetic, and ready to go. I have my first joke primed and loaded. Watch as I catch the wave of focus, aim, and fire. My idea is to take the momentum and prove I'm worth this crowd's attention as quickly as I can. Many people form a first impression in the first 5 seconds, and half the time they do stick with it. I use that.
Thank you very much. That's our opening actor. Our host tonight, his name is Rich Barber. Please applaud Rich Barber! All right, Louisville, Kentucky. I love this town. I just love your town. My name's Lou. I wear red shoes. I love Louisville. They do so many nice things for the people here. I like that thing you do at Christmas for pot smokers. Light up Louisville. I like this town.
I try to never risk an ad-lib as an opening joke. But the light-up joke was a middle-of-the-set ad-lib from a show in the same club 6 months before, and it became a dependable local joke. It also matches the subject of my opener.
Out exploring today out in the ice and snow. Got lost? What is this? Barstown, right? Driving down Barstown. Stick my arm out the window, signal for left turn. Somebody takes the damn joint right out of my hand. Look behind me, blonde on a motorcycle wearing leather. I went, wow, hey, keep it. Officer.
This is my most dependable joke. Because it's dependable, that's why I always use it as my opener.
Yes, sir. I'm from the South. I'd like to start my show friendly. My name's Lou. If you would, everybody say hi, Lou. All right.
Using an opener that has the crowd respond in unison really builds focus.
Love this town. I am from Atlanta. Any of y'all ever been to my hometown, Atlanta? Yeah, we had the Olympics. Hey, only one bombing. Atlanta's a strange town, really. Strange town. To live in Atlanta, you have to fit one of two groups. You're either a yuppie or a redneck, or some combination of the two. Either your pickup truck has a cellular telephone, or your Mercedes-Benz got a rifle rack. They got a law in Georgia determining what kind of sex you can have. It's, well, sounds like you know a lot about it, sir. Found the homo table, been here 2 minutes, all right! It's against the law in Georgia to have sodomy or oral sex, right? If they catch you having it, they put you right in prison. We can get all of that shit you want. Again, you seem highly informed, sir.
These jokes illustrate life's quirks and how I deal with them.
Damn glad to be in Louisville this week. Mostly because I was in jail in Bowling Green last week. I had one of those days, I'm sure you've had them. It was just one of those things, you know. I'm driving up I-65, doing 85 and a 55, and well, all those numbers fucked me up.
Theatrically, I've cast myself as every man to get the crowd to identify with my problems.
Had a talk with a Kentucky State Patrol. He was mad. So I want to see your license. I want to see your registration. I want to see your proof of insurance. I must have been through that glove box for 15 minutes before I realized I was sitting in the front seat of his car. Kind of felt like Vanna White when no one gets a letter.
These jokes are designed to show how I find the silver lining when confronted.
Free overnight accommodations. Bowling Green Jail. Woke up the next morning. I was a minority. Wearing red shoes. About me and 20 black guys, biggest guy there, trying to intimidate me right in my face. What are you in here for? I was scared. What are you in here for? I said, well, I got AIDS and they got no place to put me. Oh, I started chasing him around the cell. Hey, hey, hey.
I try to get a joke from everywhere I visit, so all my crowds get the impression that I play everywhere.
Ice and snow, police, I don't care. Nice to be back in the South. I'd like to talk about it. Drove through Texas, got stopped at the Texas state border. Seems like my car didn't pass the inspection. No cowboy hat, no big buckle. Got a ticket from a Texas Ranger. Not a state cop, no, not a city cop, no, a Texas Ranger. And he was mad. Boy! I said, yes, sir? Boy, you got any guns in there? I said, no, sir. He said, okay, take this in. Well, I was going to Arkansas. That's right, I want to go to Arkansas. I want to see what kind of people would elect Clinton governor. Yeah, I couldn't vote for Clinton. I couldn't vote for anybody who doesn't know how to operate a joint. Clinton said he didn't inhale. Sure. Clinton didn't inhale. That'd be like Monica saying she didn't swallow. Come on. You see, last year, Monica Lewinsky had her own reality TV show, Mr. Personality. It blows, too. Oh. And it's cold in Kentucky, but I got to go to Canada when I leave here. It's my second trip already. I was there like the first week of January. I live in Los Angeles. Big talent agent called me, asked me to do a show in Toronto, Canada. This is one show, 20 minutes, $1,500. Yeah. Flew out, did the show, got paid $1,500, Canadian. Go back to America, $42.50.
I had the second joke of a 5-joke bit poised, but the crowd lost focus. So see what I did to rebuild focus? Again, if someone breaks the crowd's focus by interrupting me, I swat them on the nose. It makes others in the crowd aware not to step on my material. You need to learn to make hecklers leave you alone. Deal with them firmly, or they will kill some of your most precious jokes.
Yeah, I'm living out in Los Angeles. Strange town. I live in the west part of town. I live in the gay part of town. It's tough. I'm a southern gentleman, wear red shoes. I'm not gay, and it's tough. I get confused. That's in Georgia and Kentucky, sir, not Hollywood. They won't put up with that shit there. Any other suggestions? I like that half beard you got there, sir. Looks like you went down on a goat. Oh, no, beg pardon, ma'am. I wasn't talking about you. Anyhow, last week, real strange. On Monday, I'm going through Hollywood. I get caught in a bisexual parade. But it broke up after like 10 minutes because nobody knew which way to go. Before I tell this next joke, I need one homosexual to leave the audience, please. Funny enough, I thought it was going to be you, sir.
I usually avoid most profanity unless it's needed. This is an active room. When someone exits the crowd and draws attention and focus, I make a big fuss of it and continually refocus the crowd on me.
I'm loaded for bear. You won't fuck with me, mister. No, it's my turn to talk. It's your turn to shut the fuck up, okay? Nice shoes. Well, strange last week. Had the bisexual thing on Monday. On Tuesday, I had to fly to Vegas and do a show for a comic friend of mine that got sick. One show, flew me right in, flew right out. But Vegas has changed. Really, Vegas has changed. Poor Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, poor Siegfried and Roy. Boy, you stay away from pussy your whole fucking life. Suddenly one comes around and bites you on the head. What is that? Los Angeles, strange town. They're so strange in LA, they assign the freeway lanes according to your sexual preference. If you're single, you're in the fast lane. If you're recently divorced, you're in the next lane over with your blinker on. Let me in. The people weaving out of lanes are the jerks cheating on their partners. There's a gay lane, but hey, I hear it's a dirt road. Oh yeah, a whole lot of rear enders over there. It's not my problem, you know?
At this point in my act, I use a subject that most in my crowd will relate to and feel empathy towards me. Almost everybody is using a computer these days.
Got a big break in Hollywood, moved back to Los Angeles to write jokes for a national TV show. Found out I wasn't a staff writer. They said email the jokes. I had never used a computer before. I was going to lose the greatest opportunity of my career because I couldn't use a computer. I want to talk about that for a while. I'm going to ask you by a round of applause. Tell me, if you use a computer at home, work, or even at school, show me computer users. Computer users. Really? Good for you. That wasn't everybody. If you didn't applaud there, I want to address myself to you. You're doomed. Learn to use a computer. It's the new millennia. You got to have it. If you can't use a computer by the year 2005, you're not going to be able to buy any food, gasoline, sex, or dope. I got me a goddamn computer. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I had to hire somebody to teach me. They call him a computer guru. He says, what do you want to do? I said, I want to surf the internet. He says, first you got to log on. I said, look, I wear red shoes, I live in Hollywood. I'm not logging on nothing. He says, no, it's a password deal. Explains it to me. Perhaps I can teach some. Here we go. A couple examples. Here we go. How does O.J. Simpson log on the internet? Backslash, 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 escape. Okay, let's try another one. How does a gay man log on the internet? C, enter. You've got mail. Well, sounded like that one hit home, ma'am.
Segways are for those amongst us that can't ride their current hunk's wave of laughs. Or you can preset a cue with the sound guy and let him fake surprise you. You look fearless.
Lou?
Yes, sir.
It's set. We're
Oh,
set.
okay. How long I got?
About 12 seconds.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do an episode of my internet radio show from this stage. Last time I did one from this stage, we got nominated for a Peabody Award. All I ask is at the start, when the announcement finishes, you give me a round of applause to start, and we'll go for it. Anytime you're ready, Brett.
After the disclaimer.
Okay.
Poor Lou's Almanac is a compendium of entertainment, information, and some words to the wise. It's kind of like a Mad magazine of social commentary. And now, from a secure, undisclosed location, it's time for Poor Lou's Almanac.
This is the only audio effect I've ever used. The sound guy cues and plays the intro. It sets up my framework to do current topical jokes. This is my performance piece, and it's intended to show depth and draw applause.
Hi, and welcome to Poor Lou's Almanac. I'm Lou Deck, the comic in red shoes. You got your red shoes on, folks? Yeah! All right, don't forget my motto is the first part's true, the last part's Lou. The other part of my motto is if it's just a bird in the hand until you show it to some jerk. Here are the stories I'm working on tonight. NASA goes to Mars to see if we can keep Michael Jackson there. Archaeologist uncovers Cher's original breasts. And the Dodgers need a base stealer, so they trade for Winona Ryder. But the big story, folks, still the big story. One Saddam down, one Osama to go. And we're going to get to some bitch, too. News from the war in Iraq. Today, Pentagon officials changed the name from Operation Iraqi Freedom to Operation Win the Goddamn Election. The American-owned Iraqi-operated radio station in Baghdad has been assigned its call letters. WE1. We won. And the radio station has promised not to play any Barbra Streisand music, because haven't these people suffered enough? Back here at the home front, Californians have grown so fat and lazy, they're hiring migrant workers to govern the state. The American Guild of Puppeteers has contacted Vice President Dick Cheney and asked him to do a better job of hiding the strings. You might guess here I'm not overly thrilled with our current president. I call him President Junior. I know Junior has graduated from 2 fine universities, but when he talks in public, why does he sound like he went to Yahoo A&M? Yep, complete sentences and pretzels are like kryptonite to his ass. I don't know if you heard, Junior had his second colonoscopy. All the doctors found was an impression of his own head. And what is it with the Bush twins? They keep getting in trouble. His daughters, one for beer, one for pills. Who do these little tarts think they are? Kennedys? One international note, India, a very stable nation, and its schizophrenic little brother Pakistan. India and Pakistan have nuclear weapons. You know what this means? 7-Eleven controls the whole goddamn world now. I'm not worried about India. It's Pakistan that frightens me. Their launch codes are so outdated. The launch codes are 1010 321. Some sports news. Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Don't bet on it. Wheaties breakfast cereal will honor Ted Williams with their own version. For him, it'll be called Extremely Frosted Flakes. Mike Tyson. His next fight will be sponsored by Lithium, Valium, and Prozac. They're actually going to make Rocky 6. They're really going to do it. They're going to make Rocky 6. In Rocky 6, Sylvester Stallone fights osteoporosis. One last sports note in Buffalo, New York. Last week, 2 Buffalo Bills football fans are on trial for having sex in the stadium during a game last year. Their defense, they claim they're the only ones able to score for 3 quarters. Some business news. Xena, Princess Warrior, has retired to become CEO of Amazon.com. GE has announced that if the current Pope dies, they will clone him right away. Yeah, because at GE, we bring good things to life. Yeah, I like that one. This is for you. The NRA, the National Rifle Association, has a new motto. The NRA's new motto is, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, shoot the sumbitch. One last business note. Procter & Gamble will merge with Tampax. No strings on the deal. Some celebrity sightings. The new Bobby Brown Bail Company. That's right, Bobby Brown Bail Company. If we can get that fucker out of jail, we can get anybody out of jail. Woody Allen is 66. Woody is 66. So how many times does 66 go into 23? Mick Jagger is 60 years old. Rolling Stone fame, Mick Jagger, 60 years old. That's 2026 in Keith Richards years. And Martha Stewart next season will show us all the correct way to make a prison bitch. Some sexual information. There's a new study out that says estrogen improves a woman's memory. That's right. Estrogen improves a woman's memory. Guys, that's why she can remember every stupid thing you ever did. Another new study out says Americans have more sexual partners than any other country. We're number one. We're number one. There have been 69 deaths associated with the use of Viagra. And damn near a couple eyes put out. We finish up with this. Last week in Philadelphia, the police break up a prostitution ring working out of a lens crafter store. Hookers at a lens crafter's. Evidently, you could have been in and out in about an hour. This has been Lou Deck, the comic in red shoes, with Poor Lou's Almanac, live from the Comedy Caravan in Louisville, Kentucky. I thank you very much. Well, all righty then. Let me check with my sound master. Did that go through?
It's there.
Believe it or not, that went on in LA radio as we did it. Thank you very much. I love those red shoes, man. Every time I look around, I see them.
A 5 to 9 joke hunk will set up your closing bit by increasing your tempo.
All right, I've been here about 22 minutes. Can you tell me? I admit it, I'm a weirdo. Can you tell? Yes, ma'am, I bet you know all about weirdos at that table, okay? I'm a weirdo, I admit it, but I know why I'm weird. That's important. Don't worry about it. They'll be courteous enough to turn it off and we can continue, right? Okay. I'm weird. I know I'm weird. I'm weird because I don't get any sleep. I never get any sleep. I got to get up every night, late at night, and let my damn tomcat out. Of course, since I had his balls cut off, he goes out as a consultant now. I love my cat. I had this cat 10 years. I love the cat, but I'm tired of the string and yarn games. I play mind games with my cat. Now, when I get a haircut, I take a paper bag to the barber shop. After the haircut, I bend down, I sweep all the hair on the floor into the bag. Then I take the bag of hair straight home, dump it right in my cat's bed. You son of a... Oh, your hair's all over my shit. I don't think my kitty trusts me anymore since I've been putting those pop rock things in his litter box. Yeah, I'm getting a few blank looks on that one, man. Pop Rocks, candy for kids. They're like Alka-Seltzers. The kids put the candy in their mouths. The moisture in the kids' mouths makes the candy snap and crackle. Think it through with me now. I get the Pop Rocks. I put them in the litter box. A whole lot of them. Yeah, 20, 30 packs. Then I give Kitty 2 bowls of water. Grab the flash camera, wait by the couch for the fun to begin. Kitty drinks the water, West in the box. He didn't know whether to hiss or piss. Pee or flee. Urinate or evacuate.
This is my only rhyming triple couplet, vastly underappreciated by certain non-poets.
I gotta ask.
I involve the crowd with polls, and then hit them with a faster pace on a subject we can all relate to, sex, all the way to the finish. The effect I'm looking for here is like sprinting to win a race. I'm trying to leave my crowd gasping for breath and reluctant to see me go.
Date or marriage? Isn't it date? You said which answer? Marriage. How long have you been married? 10 years. I can tell you're still making him wear that silly Christmas present sweater. Okay, let's check. 10 years. Still having sex, ma'am? She went, he went, Maybe you're not there, sir. Quick, surprise sexual question. When was the last time you had a major orgasm? And she looked right at her girlfriend. You answer that Sign of the times when you can get a woman to like you. How do, ma'am? You're the married lady? You're getting married? You're Susie? Settle down. Where is he? You know he's sitting with a bunch of hookers right now, don't you, ma'am? Let me tell you the real truth. No, let me not. No, you're right. He's at church. Please let her fuck me. Please let her fuck me. Can you feel the sexual tension in the crowd tonight? Except for you, sir. I want to talk about sex. You want to talk about sex? Okay, let's get intimate. Let's exchange some data. I have sex. If you have sex, raise your hand. Son of a bitch, this must be a dry county. No, you, sir, I'm not talking about farm animals. No. Walk out on my ass, I never forget. And yes, ma'am, I saw your hand up, but face it, it was vibrating. I like to talk about sex. My dad first told me about sex. He said, son, sex is like your paycheck. Enjoy it while you have it. Wrote my own book on sex. Of course, it was a handbook. Oh, yeah, like none of you fuckers ever even thumb through it. Sure. You guys tell me Palm Sunday isn't your favorite holiday. I'm a golfer. I think golf and sex are real close. My golf game's like masturbation. Satisfying to me, but kind of disgusting to those around me. Hey, I bought a new glove. Come on. Anything to shave a few strokes off. Is there anybody with me on this? So I'm making love the other night, and after 20, 30 minutes, hey, I'm starting to get horny. So I hang up the telephone. I want to find out about you again. I'm going to ask you to respond by round of applause. If you're in the crowd tonight, you're married, or if you've ever been married. Married people. Sounded pretty good. Cost a couple of guys' elbows. Clap, man. Let's see the difference. Single people. I think the difference in enthusiasm speaks for itself. I'm single. In fact, I know about the best part about being single. You know the worst part about being single? Sleeping in that wet spot alone. Suddenly felt like Vanna White again. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, I left a group out. I never want to leave this left group out. Any divorced people in the crowd? Divorced people? Notice not many, but check the intensity. You bet I've been divorced. Divorced people are pissed. Divorced people feel cheated. Divorced people want some fun right fucking now, mister.
As a middle act, I close with 9 jokes in a row on the same premise. Women. The effect I'm looking for is empathy, agreement, and the crowd rooting for me to triumph in this crazy encounter. I just love this hunk of jokes. I don't close with it often, but this crowd laughs so much, I didn't have time in a short set to do my usual closer.
I know how you divorced people feel. Look, I've been divorced. I didn't want to get the divorce. I loved her, but well, the guy she was fucking insisted. Don't worry about it. It was a learning experience. In fact, let me tell you something else. I've been coming to your town for many years, and I know this one thing for true. In this area, in this town, there are a major amount of good, strong women. And fellas, if you don't know this, if it wasn't for the good, strong women on this planet, we would have burned it to a cinder years ago. So if you are lucky enough to have a good, strong woman in your life, you listen to her, you heed advice, you follow her instructions, or she will break your goddamn legs. I know this. I married a strong woman. The woman I married was a sergeant of police from Tampa, Florida. I married a cop. What the hell was I thinking? Let me tell you, it's hard being married to a policewoman. I bet there's not another man in this room that gets pistol whipped if he keeps leaving that toilet seat up. Even harder sleeping with a policewoman. Her gun, bigger than mine. Last time we made love, she gave me a ticket for going too fast. I think what pissed her off was that rear-end collision, though. She tried to book me for assault and battery with a dead weapon. It's okay. I told her the evidence would not stand up in court.
I'm writing that joke out of town. Adios, muchacho. A sincere, short goodbye. An exit will sometimes solicit more applause because if the crowd is still laughing as they realize you are leaving, they may clap harder and longer.
My name's Lou. Thanks for having me, everybody.
Keep it going for Lou Deck, ladies and gentlemen.
I exited the stage straight to my headliner and warned him about the bachelorette party and the bearded heckler. I told him the crowd would adore his act. Then I went and thanked the owner and agent for my job. Mr. Sobel said, "It must be hell when they like you so damn much." I smiled, turned, and went to watch the headliner to analyze his chops. Funny thing, they both hired me again twice the next year.